Good evening. This is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. It's about 10:50 when I'm shooting this video. This is going to be very quick. I just want to talk about what we can expect as we get into the morning hours with storm potential. Of course, you've probably seen my post from earlier that for tomorrow afternoon and evening, we're in a slight risk for severe. Large hail, damaging winds are the biggest threats for our area and really for most of Indiana. Some isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. I'm not expecting any really strong or long-lasting tornadoes. It's probably the kind of setup where any kind of tornadoes would probably be quick spin-ups, but we'll keep you up to date as that all develops tomorrow. What I'm wanting to focus on right now is the storm activity that's going on back here over northern Illinois and into western Illinois. And some of this is a line that started out away from the cold front earlier, and then some of this is developing along the warm front. And as warm fronts tend to develop their storms better overnight, I won't get into why the mixing aspect of that, about why that tends to happen. But just know that as this front comes overnight, this warm front, it begins to push through our area, that we're going to be watching two things: how well storms can develop back here along this warm front, and the southern end of this line up here is filling in and is beginning to build southward, as they often do. A lot of times these lines will develop themselves on the southern end and then begin to pull around and pull south. So between the two things, we need to be watching for our area, maybe in the 4 to 7 or 8 a.m. time frame, to see if we get any thunderstorms to develop in the morning, and how long that, if we get precipitation and how long it lasts in the morning, will affect what happens tomorrow afternoon as well. But I just wanted to make you aware that we could be seeing some rain and some thunderstorms in the morning. It's kind of, we just have to wait and see. It's not a guarantee, because again, we're kind of at the mercy of, does this really develop and begin to pull south-southeast? Do these develop well and continue east? Or sometimes they'll develop well and then they'll kick off outflow boundaries and kill themselves. So there's no guarantee. I just wanted you to know it's very possible we could have some thunderstorms in the morning. You can see there's a lot of lightning activity. We're looking at the My Radar app in this case, and a lot of lightning activity. So we could be dealing with some noisy storms in the morning and hopefully some beneficial rain. Right now, I'm kind of still, I've expressed my concern that maybe some of the data was overdoing the rainfall. I still think for Madison County, we're looking at widespread, somewhere around an inch. Some people who get under the right cells could pick up an inch or more. Some people who don't get under the right cells might only pick up a quarter, because you can see the splotchy nature of these. You can see the splotchy nature of these, back here, that'll come with the cold front tomorrow. There's just no guarantee for any particular location. But again, I'll deal with the severe threat tomorrow as things begin to develop, and what happens with these storms overnight and into the morning will affect what happens tomorrow afternoon. So with all that said, this is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Last thing, I've posted about the financial support to the page has been dwindling. Please, get back into supporting the page, clicking and liking on Facebook if you can't afford even, I've had a couple of people recently sign up for $1 a month. You can do that little. So whatever you can do to help support the page will continue through the end of the year. I do have obligations to sponsors, and from there, I'll either change the page name and expand, or hopefully we'll get more support and I can just continue as Madison County Weather Updates and not make any changes. So we'll just see how that goes. But I just wanted to remind you that please support the page. If you've stopped and you can start back up again, please do so. If you haven't, go to the pin post on Facebook and on Twitter, and with all the different ways that you can support this page. So again, I'll update you on any severe threats tomorrow. This is Michael Mitchell with Madison County Weather Updates. Have a great night.